want you to imagine that there's a new shopping mall being built. Look at it. Awesome, isn't it? Bet you want to be the first to visit this wonderful place. It does have a brilliant car park, though, that can help us understand how electrons work. Sadly, they ran out of money building this marvelous shopping mall, and so there's no lifts whatsoever in the car park. Wherever you park your car, you need to use the stairs to get to and from the mall. So where would you park if you can? Silly question, right? No lifts means you'll always park on the first floor because you'll need to use less energy getting to and from the mall. We can think of electrons as people. They want to use as little amount of energy as possible. The nucleus of an atom has a positive charge, so the negatively charged electrons need to use energy to overcome the electrostatic attraction between themselves and the nucleus. Every shell is like the level of a car park. The further you go up, the more energy is required to get there. As soon as level 1 is filled, level 2 will begin to fill, and so on until you get to level 4. Just as somebody wouldn't drive past a parking space on level 2 and park in level 3, so the electrons will not start to fill the third shell before every space in the second shell has been taken. So how many spaces are there on each level of our car park? Atom. On the first floor, or energy shell, there are only 2 car parking spaces. In other words, it can hold 2 electrons. So the first 2 electrons will park there. On the second shell, there are 8 spaces. So the next 8 electrons will park in level 2. The third shell also holds 8 electrons. So the next 8 electrons will park there. After the next 8, then the fourth shell will start to fill. So let's see this in action. Let's take magnesium. It has an atomic number of 14 and a mass number of 24. This tells us it has 12 protons, 12 neutrons, and 12 electrons. If we're asked to determine the electronic structure of magnesium, we simply have to park the electrons in our atom. So we park the first 2 on the first floor, or the first energy shell. We park the next 8 on the second shell. We park the final 2 in the third shell. That gives us a total of 12. We don't need level 4 because we've already parked all of our electrons. When we put all 3 diagrams together, this is what it looks like. If we're asked to write the electronic structure in number form rather than draw it out, this is what it would look like for magnesium.